What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Hometown 49ers Podcast. I am hosting JT, and my co-host is my dad.
Happy Halloween, JT.
Yep, happy Halloween. We're recording this on Halloween a bit late, but don't forget to like.
And subscribe.
Cue the intro music. So, the 49ers lost again to the Bengals.
Oh, man.
3-game losing streak.
How bad can it get? I mean, everything just didn't look good on the team. Pretty much. Many aspects, huh? Yeah, we lost, 31-17. It was said that we had scored 17 points the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Perfectly, every time. Strange, huh?
We went from 30 points to 17 a game, which is very unusual. I don't know what's wrong with their offense. It's definitely our defense is our biggest problem. But we did address that with a trade for Chase Young.
Oh, man, what a big trade.
A third-round pick, our worst projected third-round pick. It's a compensatory pick. And I think we fleeced the Commanders, and everyone thinks that too.
Okay, yeah. But before we talk about the big trade, Chase Young, let's talk about this game, huh? Let's talk about how badly the Niners played and how they need to turn it around. Luckily, we have a bye week, and it has nothing to do with a ton of injuries. We need to get our heads on right, and the coaching and the scheme, and get everything fixed by the time the bye week is over and we're back playing football again, huh?
Yeah, and a reason the Bengals lost is because, I hate to say it, but Brock Purdy.
Well, the Niners lost, yes.
Yes,
Brock.
lost.
Yes, Brock. Yeah, Brock Purdy did not have a good game. I mean, okay, he did. I thought he looked good, right? Yeah, I don't know. He looked good in the first half.
Yeah, he looked too bad.
And then things just started unraveling. The turnover, the one that wasn't like the 5-yard line or something, real close up.
Yeah, we got a touchdown. Open a game changer.
Mitchell was open. He was going to throw a pass. It's a normal pass to him in the end zone for a short gain and get a touchdown. But one of the defensive linemen, I think, came by and just snatched it out of the air and got an interception.
He like deflected it, and he eventually found it.
All right. Well, Purdy had a couple of those turnover interceptions, basically. So it really hurt our chances and coming back. Brock Purdy was a problem. He had 2 picks and a fumble, right? But the defense wasn't playing so hot either. Let's go over the defensive side.
Our defensive line wasn't that bad, but it was especially our secondary. Oh my God, what's happening with Charvarius Ward?
He seemed to be a little bit, off his game. Isaiah Oliver also.
He's just inconsistent. We expect that, but not with Charvarius Ward. Deommodore Lenoir. I haven't heard his name in like penalties or anything like that, but yeah, he's not really that bad. I think right now, Deommodore Lenoir is playing better than Charvarius Ward.
Charvarius Ward's getting beat a few times, and he gets these flags, and it's at a bad time, like 3rd and long, and then next thing you know, it's first down for the Bengals because of that or something. Isaiah Oliver had his good plays, and then he had some really bad plays where he's got torched and easy touchdown on him, So secondary, like you said, is very suspect. D-line, I don't know. We did get some sacks, right? Who are the sack makers this time?
Cleveland Farrell got half a sack, and he split that sack with. Wait. Bosa got half sack, and Clelin Farrell got the other half.
Okay.
And then Eric Armstead got 2 sacks.
Yeah, it's been a while for Armstead, huh? He doesn't usually get sacks, but he get two. That's pretty cool.
But why is Bush like not playing as well though? As
Well,
usual. He's like always 1-on-1 now. Can't seem to beat him.
data shows that he is getting pressure and he's getting some hits. He's just not getting the sacks. So I don't know. I don't know why he's not getting to the quarterback faster. Um, the pass rush is just not getting there fast enough. It seems like, and then the coverage in the secondary is just a little soft, where they're giving him too much space, too much ground, and maybe in zone, and they're just picking us apart so easily. I mean, what Burrow was like 28 for 32 for 3 touchdowns. So he almost had a perfect game, where it was almost no incompletions. Joe Mixon ran on us too, right?
Yeah, he got 87 yards on 16 rush attempts and a touchdown.
And he wasn't even having a good year until he started playing played us. Then he had this is his probably his best game of the year. On our side of the running game, McCaffrey, I don't understand what's happening here. He's getting like 50 yards or so every game now. His yards per carry is pretty good, like 4 to 5 yards, I think, during that game, and yet, it seemed like we just gave up on the run game. Only 50 yards, 54 yards this past game. So I don't know what's happening with CMC. If he's healthy, he should be dominating and getting over 100 yards, I think.
He, I think he's just tired and that by Kofi he could rest and get a 100-yard rushing game against the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Of course, I would hope.
Yeah, let's hope. Kittle had a great game, huh?
Yeah, 149 yards on 9 receptions, but 0 touchdowns. All touchdowns went to Christian McCaffrey.
Receiving and rushing, right? A lot of Kittle's, I think, yards came in, garbage time when it was over already. Ayuk also had a pretty good game, huh?
Yeah, 5 receptions for 109 yards. That's 21.8 yards per reception.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, Ayuk had a good game, and Kittle statistically had a good game too. Purdy actually led the Niners in rushing. He had a pretty good game with the scrambling, I thought.
Yeah, he ran for 57 yards on 6 rushes, and he's not a scrambling quarterback.
No, but he had some pretty good runs. I was happy to see that he could do that when there's nobody open. I do like that. But like I said, he had a good first half. He dropped the ball into like some tight windows. It looked really good, but he just couldn't keep it up for the whole game. And when we need to come back, maybe he pressed a little bit, forced some things in. I don't know what happened. Maybe the defense baited him to throw the ball, and interceptions came. Anyways, how about Jake Moody? That might be the bright spot. The whole team.
Yeah, the 49ers attempted a 1 field goal, and Jake Moody made that 1 field goal and got 2 extra points. And Jake Moody made both the extra points.
Wow. Okay, he was perfect on the day. That's good. Any injuries?
Yeah, Aaron Banks with a turf toe out for at least 3 weeks.
I think Greenlaw also was day to day with a shoulder injury. Although he looked a little injured. Remember when we were watching? I was like, he
Yeah,
kind
he's
of walking funny, like he's hurt. Was there anybody else? I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. But against the Jaguars, we're hoping to get Trent Williams and Debo back.
Yeah, and like you said, Aaron Banks might take a few weeks, 3 weeks maybe, for him to come back. So we're gonna be missing him for that Jaguars game. Hopefully, Debo will be back. Will be back for that game. All right, are we done with that game?
Yes, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
In the rearview mirror. Okay, we're done. Now let's look to the future. Today was it's Halloween, of course, and it is also the trade deadline for the NFL. 1 p.m. today was the deadline that we can still make mid-season trades. So there are a lot of players possible. Jalen Johnson, the cornerback from the Bears, real good cornerback from the Bears, looked like he was wanting to get a trade, right?
Yeah, and it was reported that the 49ers expressed interest in Jalen Johnson. We got Chase Young.
Yes, instead of a cornerback, what do you know? They went for defensive line.
Yeah.
Should that be a surprise? So,
I'm not surprised that right now because, like, I don't know why, but they are just so invested in defensive line. Invest more into offensive line.
I know there's other things that need some help too. D line, they've put so much into it. First round picks, high price free agents. Like Hargrave. Um, you have a second rounder and Drake Jackson, a first rounder and Cleveland Farrell that we picked up as a free agent, but still a first rounder, right?
Yeah, then Nick Bosa in 2019, Javon Kinlaw in 2020. Our first pick in 2022 was Drake Jackson.
In the second round, yeah. And then Eric Armstead also in the first round,
2015.
too. So tons of first round picks, high round picks, or high price free agents. So, anyways, Chase Young, coming from the Washington Commanders, and you said we fleeced them. And you said we gave up a third rounder, right?
Yeah, a compensatory third round pick. And that's going to be all the way in the back of the third round.
Yeah. Wow. So there's a couple of some information that I had read up on, and he's not going to cost as much either. It's only going to be $561,000, $111 for the remainder of this season. So that's cheap. And we gave up, like you said, on 2024 third round pick, compensatory pick. Chase Young, how many sacks does he have so far?
I believe 5.
5, yeah.
Which is leading the team.
Yeah, he's automatically
The
team
Chase Young
leader.
Defensive Player of the Year watch, even though he's not even close to being the top.
He did win the rookie defensive player of the year, right? He came from Ohio State, number 2 pick overall. Sounds familiar, right?
And same position.
Yep, exactly. Nick Bosa was drafted 2019, number 2 overall pick. 2020, Chase Young was drafted out of Ohio State also. They were teammates as a number 2 overall pick also. And they both won Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, right?
Yeah, 2019, 2020.
And Chase Young had 7.5 sacks to win that award. All right. That's not a whole lot.
Yeah, Bosa got 9.
So 7.5 was enough for Chase Young to win Rookie Defensive Player of the Year. And right now he has 5. 7.5 was his highest for his career for a season. Then he had some injuries. I think a couple of years of injuries. So that's some down years. But this year, he seems to be healthy. He still needs to pass his physical before the deal is finalized. But once he does, then, he'll be a 49er.
If he doesn't pass physical, I'm going to be very, very sad.
I will be too. I will be too. But just to think, he already has 5 sacks, and we're about halfway through. So hopefully he can get double digits sacks. And Hopefully they can feed off each other, and Nick Bosa will start getting some sacks, and Hargrave will get back into getting some sacks. Oh, okay. A lot of hope. So it was even said that because this is the last year of Chase Young's deal, his contract, so he'll be a free agent after this season, unless we sign him to extension or something.
I don't. I think this is a 1 year rental, and we sign Baranuk and Talanoa instead of Chase Young.
Very likely, but you never know. They love their defensive linemen. You never know.
They're gonna
But
trade a Uke. But not.
um, yeah. So he'll be a free agent, but then even if we lose him, um, there's a formula for losing free agents. If you lose more free agents than gain free agents, and how much the free agent signs for, also goes into a formula. We will probably get a compensatory third round pick in 2025 if we lose Chase Young. So it's almost a freebie here to get Chase Young. And Montez Sweat was also traded from the Commanders.
To the Bears in exchange for a second-round pick.
And that'll be a high second round because they are 2-6 right now.
Yeah. And a trade similarly, like the Montez Sweat trade, was Chase Claypool.
Okay.
The Bears got a player, and they gave up a second-round pick. And it was a low second-round pick.
Oh, wow. I did not remember that.
So yeah, the Steelers drafted Joey Porter with that second-round pick. Or Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, the Bears are not very well run. It looks like because at 2-6, why are they giving up a draft pick?
Yeah, they should be focusing for the future.
Yeah, because Sweat is a free agent after this year too. So if he doesn't sign with the Bears, then they gave a second round pick for basically maybe a 2 month rental, and they're 2-6. They're pretty much out of the playoff race. So it's so odd. Anyways, all right. So Chase Young. We're gonna do the Chase Young sack watch now.
I mean,
How about just the
depends.
Ohio State sack watch so we can combine Nick Bosa and Chase Young? What do you think?
Maybe.
The Ohio State.
Comment below if you want to see us do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, that wraps it up for today's video. Don't forget to like
And subscribe.
and goodbye.